Welcome to part 3 of Lauden, the vampire, the vampire and soon-to-be Legionnaire. This stream, this role-playing character, is something I've wanted to do for quite a long time. I originally, so some info. I originally wanted to do it with Morrowind, but because of the complications I had with Morrowind, being it so old and everything, it's not because the graphics or anything, it was mainly because it was the controller problem, and OpenMW came along and added partial controller support, but it was very partial. It had no controller support for the UI and everything, like the menus and stuff. So it was very fiddly. So I unfortunately put the you'll even find one of my first videos I ever uploaded to YouTube. I was very nervous, and it was back a few years ago now, probably 3 years ago. I was talking about this character and in the depth I was going into. I had thought about him quite a lot, and he's an interesting character because he he was always fascinated with vampirism. He's based off me, basically. Me as if I was in Cyrodiil, or if I was a Imperial and everything. It's what I would do if I could, if I was ever successful with combat and stuff in the world of Tamriel, basically. Yeah, so let's find this stream so then I can upload it to what's her name? Share, and let's go to Oblivion chat, streaming. Here we go. Another stream. I got so excited about this. Feel so pumped that I started sharing my info to everyone, including all my friends. Some of them are just not interested at all because they're not even interested in that sort of stuff, but I was very excited about it. Very excited indeed. Self-promo. And basically I just share it to all the self-promotion that allows me to self-promote on every server. That basically, I don't always do it for every server because sometimes I feel a bit guilty, especially if they hardly know me. But I just feel like people should, well, not should, but would be very interested into finding, because this is going to be a good Let's Play, I think. It's going to be a good story, because I know exactly how the story's going to go. And it's going to involve a lot of quests. The only thing he won't be doing, and I'll tell you right now, is he won't be doing the Dark Brotherhood, definitely not. And he won't be doing the Thieves Guild, unfortunately. I know these two are just really good for Oblivion and everyone loves them, but I'm hoping that this character will shine as a as a what's it called, a alternative to what every Oblivion lover is used to seeing on a stream, basically. I'm hoping it will offer a new flavor to Oblivion, and especially because these two mods that I'm using, Necanimal's awesome vampire mod and Under the Sign of the Dragon, which is the Imperial Legion mod, they're both very unpopular mods because with Oblivion, I don't know why. Oh well, Necanimals is quite popular, but it's not many people are in general are very into vampires for Oblivion because Oblivion has very crap vampirism, very grueling and tough and not unrewarding vampirism, and nobody really, I would say, would be determined enough to find the best mod. And there's quite a few mods for Oblivion vampirism, but a lot of them are very old, and the newest one is the one I'm using now. And as the thing about Oblivion, very unfortunately, is that the older a mod gets and the more out of date, for some reason, for a few reasons, it starts becoming more and more out of reach to the latest OBSE, which is currently called XOBSE. And it's not always the case. Sometimes it works, but it's especially if the mod is a simple mod. But as for the more complicated mods, well, not really. There was another mod called Unholy Darkness, which was an excellent vampire mod, but I won't use it because it wasn't really my style. And it deterred too far away from the lore-friendly vampirism that's supposed to be in Cyrodiil anyway, because this mod that I'm using is very lore-friendly. Very, very lore-friendly. The only thing that probably isn't lore-friendly is the fact that when you're you're at the hungriest stage, you become ethereal, which I don't know where the modder got that idea from. But I guess it's just got to do with the fact that vampires are supernatural and everything, and the hungrier they get, the more supernatural they become, I guess. So yeah, you practically become a ghost when you get really, really hungry, and then eventually you die. Actually, I think you die. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Okay, so where's Nezrudul? That's enough talking, and that's a share, one more share. And let's go to the Oblivion chat, because I'm certain. Okay, no one's watching. Well, for those who are going to watch and are watching now, thank you for listening to this. I'm very excited for this character and for this game, this experience that I'm going to have, because I've never experienced these mods and I've always wanted to. So yeah, let's start. Bang. And we have launch off. Okay. We start off. We're not starting here, but as you might have seen before, he got himself into a bit of trouble with some vampires, and now he is one. He got himself into trouble on purpose, of course. He thought, well, I'm sick of life the way it has been for himself for a while, so he just thought to himself, you know, I'm gonna either die or become a vampire, and then he got into that mindset and done it. He took that opportunity. That was very dangerous as well. Of course, the vampires nearly killed him, and then he came out, but then, of course, he knew that with close contact with vampires, you can get vampirism, so that's how we got it. And he's, yeah, level 2. I got up to level 2. I'm looking at him, you can't tell that he's a vampire other than that he's a little bit gaunt. I've made him gaunt on purpose because, yeah, well, obviously. But yeah, so the vampirism in this game it's very broken. Not broken, but it's very unbalanced in the sense that it's very unforgiving, very unrewarding, and it's very it's very ugly too, the way it looks. So yeah, I've got mods and mechanisms to make the vampirism not ugly. Basically, he just gets an eye change and that's it. And yeah, so I'll run through the mods that I've got. I hope the description is enough to suffice, but I will show you the mods that I've got, and I won't really talk about them. I'll talk about them. I'll talk about the new ones anyway, because I've already talked about the other ones that I was using. I talked about Coble, Tamriel Res. This is Temres, that's short for Tamriel Resources, Landscape Resources and all that. This is a mod that the Under the Sign of the Dragon heavily relies upon, and that's just a resource mod pretty much that is in need for, yeah. Got all the same mods, better dungeons, obviously it makes dungeons better. I'm not using the extra horses anymore, the Slof's extra horses, because it was a bit too overpowered, me getting just a free horse and just going around the landscape. I used that mod on purpose because I wanted my streams to be very atmospheric and very relaxing and just chill and watch the sun and shining and everything. But now it's story time basically, so no cheat mods pretty much, except for Tiny House. That's sort of a cheat mod, sort of, but I nearly killed myself trying to get that in the last stream that I did not long ago. I got Tiny House. Let's see. Ultimate leveling. This is done by Masker. It works exactly the same way as Oblivion XP does, but it's a lot more compatible out of the box. You don't need as much patches for it, and it's actually a mod that I had to use because Oblivion XP I suspected was really messing with the vampire mod, because it basically changes everything to do with fatigue, magicka, and health. And the vampire mod obviously makes you weaker, so less likely to be in combat and stuff like that. So they were really fighting each other, and I had to end the fighting by getting the more compatible one that's just as good pretty much. Stone markers, yeah. Where's the other mods? Fort Akatosh Redux. This mod is huge. Now, the reason why I've got this mod is because I want to join the Imperial Legion eventually. It's a very grueling mod. It's not as grueling as as some mods, but it's still very hard, and it's not for the faint of heart. The reason why I say this is because I'm going to have to be like level 45 at least and be a high level vampire before I can even begin to start things like this. And that's when if the shit will really hit the fan for the main story as well, because, you know, spoiler alert, Emperor dies. Right now he hasn't died yet, and everything is set in motion for what's to come. And I can't start the Imperial Legion anyway for two reasons. One, it requires you to be a high level. It lets you join the Imperial Legion, but it requires you to... You even get an income as well every week for being a Legionnaire, and the higher rank you get, the more money you get. So it's a real deal, this mod. It's awesome. So we've got Wither Inside Rain. This basically makes outside... like the name actually suggests that that rain happens inside, but it doesn't. It's just the sound. It's a very lightweight mod, and I had to have it because I love that atmospheric sort of feel. And Neck Animal's awesome vampire mod, the one I've been talking about. This one is the latest, not the latest, but the newest or most updated version of vampire mods. It's it's non-configurable. It's pretty much non-configurable because the modder had a very set idea about what vampirism should be in Oblivion. So it's a very good mod. I don't think it needs to be. If I could tweak it, I would make it so, you know, it'd be less punishing for a vampire fledgling, but I'm not going to be a vampire fledgling for very long anyway, so yeah. Anyway, that's all the new mods. Right now, I'm hanging around in the Lonely Suitor Lodge, and
it's you. Hi.
I'm basically just a blood junkie, just the way the modder intended me to be. And I'm just looking for thinking about the next feed. Every 8 hours he gets hungry.
Greetings to you.
What's new with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
Ugly things with their thick shells and sharp
Hail.
claws. I avoid them.
This guy's a nice dude.
Goodbye.
I'm Brogram Grogalash, your host at the Lonely Suitor Lodge.
Yes, I know, and you've got glowing teeth that look like diamonds right now, thanks to Oblivion's bloom. It's pretty funny, and it's coming out of his head. I used realistic mouths and what's it called, merged teeth. So I was hoping that this wouldn't happen, but it still happens. Oh well, it's not something.
Yeah, I've got a room, 10 gold for the night. You sure you want it? It's upstairs on the top floor. Only room I've got. I think both beds should be clean enough, so use whichever you prefer. You've got what 10 gold will buy you. I never said it'd be a palace. Bye.
Take care.
What is it? What's going on with you?
Of course, the beds are filthy.
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
Horrid beasts. I hate the things.
It's very coarse and very...
Good day.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh. Let's take that off. Oh, I can't wait to be a Legionnaire. It's going to be so fun. Being a powerful vampire and a Legionnaire. But no one will know I'm a vampire, of course. But I will be. I only have to wait 8 hours and then suddenly I become thirsty. But the thing is, because of the way the NPCs work in this game, So cool that I'm able to do that. The way the NPCs work in this game is that they have a tight schedule and they never change, never do different things. So they always get up at 6 AM and always sleep at around from 10 PM to midnight. It's never really anything. Some NPCs hardly sleep at all. So yeah, makes it hard being a junkie vampire, blood junkie. Yeah, so it sucks. But you know, eventually it will become easier. I'm gonna spend a few times
It has no master.
What's going on with you?
I ran across a couple of mud
Whatever
crabs
you've
not
got,
long
I
ago.
don't want it.
Annoying
Head to
creatures.
the church before you get me sick.
Nasty creatures.
people will, and I found out what was really conflicting with this mod as well. It was an unfortunate mod that was very good, but I could live without it. It was a mod that prevented diseases from still going on you, even when you have 100% resistance to disease. So it checked to see if you had those stats, that active effect in the in the spell effects section, and it would instantly remove a disease if it still went on you, because the Oblivion bug indicates that. But it's probably not even needed anyway, because Massacre's Oblivion Overhaul, don't you know, even fixes bugs. Some bugs anyway. It does a whole lot of stuff that is really awesome. Put your shoes on, mate. And he's going to wait behind the rock. You're going to see him become ethereal too. He's finding life as a vampire to be quite hard. He never thought it would be like this, because he had no idea what vampirism would be like in Cyrodiil. But he's thinking to himself, my goodness, this is like, he's hardly powerful at all. He's really he's sort of wishing he never did this, but at the same time he's hoping that he'll gain favor with other vampires, which he will, of course. And he absolutely thirsts. Blood potency 13. Basically, I've got to get it to 25 before vampires even consider me among them. I think right now they'll straight up attack me, even if I am a vamp. Oh no, they don't actually. They'll just tell me to go away. But yeah, that's basically what ends up happening at this level.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
Oh dear.
I see.
I understand that Fathis Aaron is quite the conjurer.
I've heard he's a talented mage.
Where is that?
Take
orc
care.
guy?
Goodbye.
Ah, yes. He's sitting here.
Go ahead, please. Yeah. It's upstairs on the top floor. Good day.
Good day. Have a good day now. Love everything in Oblivion. Especially when I'm being a character that I really want to be.
Well met.
What's going on with you?
They say.
They say.
How are you? I've been better. How about you?
I've been better.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
The old I've been better conversation. If anyone knows a really funny video from Oblivion that has the I've been better conversation, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh. No, yeah, they
Get away from me. I don't want whatever you've got.
Well, you're the ones coming into my room, you bunch of idiots. Seriously. Like, what the hell are they doing? You know, what are they thinking? Oh yeah, let's just go into this room that the guy looks pale as a ghost, and he's, well, supposed to be pale. Oh. Oh. Oh dear, that was... They have probably told the guards I'm probably in big trouble. If the guards see me, they'll attack me on sight. As soon as I become ethereal, that's it. I'm treated as a vampire. Like, oh, she lost a bit of health. Please don't
How do you
arrest
do?
me.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, I've got no infamy. It's a modded version, so I don't think... It's only when you commit crimes, and I don't think being a vampire is technically a crime. It's just... I know biting necks is. That's counted as a
Hello.
Okay, they all don't remember who I am and what I'm doing.
Greetings, Breton.
What's going on with you?
I ran into some goblins in the woods.
I ran into some goblins in the woods recently. So busy talking about how awesome these mods are and not about concentrating on the game. But the mod works, you know, it's, you know, not crashing the game, which is good. And then 7 hours. Got to do this as quickly as I possibly can because let's get this over and done with. So then I can start.
Hello.
What is it now?
What's new with you?
Many Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh. They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I've heard many
A vampire!
tales of Black
Away!
Marsh.
Everyone,
It sounds
run!
truly mysterious.
They say that, but nothing really happens until you become ethereal. I think he's blown his cover though. as a role-playing perspective, he's beginning to be a very high suspect of being a blood drinker. So, you know, yeah. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, I couldn't use better cities for the reasons I've already mentioned. It's just too much for Oblivion to take. Because better cities' unique landscapes already push it to the very boundaries of what Oblivion is capable of. And my other mods also do that too, which is the Join Imperial Legion mod on its own. And then there's Maskers, which is huge, but it's a stable mod here, however it is very huge. Yeah, so I couldn't use better cities. I would have loved to, because there's so many more NPCs and possible victims to drink blood from. But I couldn't use it. Just couldn't. So yeah. Let's hide behind the rock. Have you seen Lauden? I'm glad they don't report you as a criminal for being ethereal too, because that would have been a bummer. It would have made life as a vampire just near impossible. And then the fame thing would be starting to kick in all the time. Like, the way the infamy and fame works in this game is as if you are reported for a crime, no matter what crime that is, depending on what, if the modder set it as a crime, then it's a crime, basically. And then the guards come from miles. Nope. And now I think what I'll do, I'll save it and go on my way back to the Imperial City. Just finding it difficult here too. Quests completed 1. What quest? Oh yeah, the quest that I completed, yeah. Basically the leveling mod checks for all of these things. You know. See how I've done 15 assaults? That's because technically to the game, an assault is a vampire biting someone. So I wish it didn't count as assault. That would be stupid, but it is. I guess they thought of it technically as part of the Cyrodiilic law, Imperial law. So. Anyway, he's had enough of staying here. He's really had enough, so he's going to put his armor on. And put his backpack on. And off we go.
I'm listening.
See, my personality is good. Got 50 personality. Worst thing about being... Oh no, that's right, I don't have a horse. Didn't use that free horse mod. Basically what it was. I don't know why they were all rideable even when they're out of saddle. Let's put that on because it looks very dark in my on my recording. Sorry about that, guys. Looks very dark. Another reason why it's taken me 3 years to eventually have the guts to do this playthrough is because Oblivion, for a very long time, as everyone who's familiar with this game would know, it is a very unstable game. And unfortunately I wanted these specific mods to be able to play this character. And putting these mods together, unfortunately, made it guarantee a crash within an hour no matter how much you stabilized it. Hopefully this installation is nice and stable. It was before when I used Lush and Gaudy, which is not a mod you should use. Not good. It's not good for FPS and it's not good for the game's stability. Bigger trees are something Oblivion just hates. I was hoping I could get away with it with the epic, the Blues engine fixes, but no, it's not a cure it's not a magic wonder fix, it's just one little fix that does resolve a lot of crashes, but not all of them. So, yeah. And, goodness me, do I... hang on. How much? 27 armor, that's not bad. It's not too bad at night, I guess. It's not the same. I love looking at this game when it's during the nice sunny day, but yeah. Must be monkeys. Yep, little rabbits. This game has... oh. Something's after me. Anyway. there's a wolf. Okay. Wolves are very dangerous in this game now. Usually when you find wolves, there's heaps of them together, like the game suggests. And they don't just attack the way, because, you know, in this game, wolves are easy to defeat. But they are not easy to defeat with Massacres of Oblivion Overhaul. Massacres changes, I think I've already talked about this, but Massacres changes the animations of creatures to be more deadly, as if they weren't deadly enough. But yeah. And I'm using safe roads because, seriously, with Massacres there's so many enemies, and safe roads is just something I really enjoy, because I like to be able to travel through Cyrodiil without having to fight every 10 feet, you know. That's what it becomes like, especially in later levels. Eventually Oblivion just throws enemies at you every 5 feet or 10 feet. It's ridiculous. It makes the Imperial roads more dangerous than the wilderness, which is deadly. And, you know, in this game, Legionnaires always swear that you must stay on the roads, because they've seen Daedra, you see. And yet, the roads are just as dangerous, if not worse. In the base game, anyway. A frame dip, and I don't know what causes that. A frame dip happens, but yeah. Happens even worse with unique landscapes. Must be an Oblivion bug. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Has something to do with changing cells. Uh-oh. Come get some. Okay, you're set. Good. This game also adds the climbing ability, but I turned it off because it's not very compatible with my controller support, because the controller adds in slow walking animation like this. As soon as there's a slow walking animation, I start levitating as if I'm climbing. I know it's going to be fixed in the next build of Massacres, because Massacres working on another one, and even better. So, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately really, but his mod is going to be so big that it's going to take up a lot of space, and it's probably not going to be ideal to use many other mods with it, such as the mods I'm using now. It's probably not going to be needed anyway, because I'm willing to bet he's already adding a join the Legion faction, like more. I already did in Massacres, I mean, like more extensively and immersively. What I mean is, the factions, the way they work in this game is that you just join the party and then that's it, you're done. But this one makes it feel more official and like it's part of the base game. which I'm sure Maskers is probably going to do, or already has done, because I get to really experience this mod. There's so many things that Maskers does. It's unbelievable. I used to be very nostalgic for Oscuros, but the more I play with Maskers, the more I had to let go of Oscuros, because Oscuros was just too hard anyway. Very spongy enemies, very spongy, like it's incredible. Not only that, but it's known to be a little bit unstable, because it's actually more big than, it's just the fact, well, Maskers is technically bigger, but it's Maskers does everything in a lightweight manner. It does everything mainly with really well written scripts. So yeah, really well written scripts, because Maskers is an excellent script writer. So yeah, that's why this game, Maskers, is a lot more stable. However, the Legionnaire mod that I'm using is known to be a little bit unstable as well. So I'm hoping that, cross my fingers, it will be okay. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so 6 hours. So cool. You know what I could have done was add a cheat mod where you get a house that has vampire cattle in it, but no, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been realistic enough and made enough sense. Mods like that are really not meant for role-playing purposes so much. I mean, they're not meant for... Oh, well, I suppose they are, but I don't know. It just depends on how good the story is, because a lot of house mods, especially the ones I'm using, have very little to no story, and when they have little to no story, they just feel a little bit like, not overpowered, but they don't really add into the game very well in terms of story. You know, I mean, this mod, was good enough because it had a little story and it had a key on a dead body inside a dangerous cave. But yeah. Anyway, enough talk. I haven't even seen a daylight since I've become a vampire, basically. Because, yeah, it will kill me very quickly. And I don't have enough... health and know-how with restoration to be able to keep myself alive in the sun. So... it's just nighttime only from now on. Well, not from now on, but I mean most of the time. Till I'm able to be strong enough to, yeah, stay in. Oh, you'll see. Basically, as you get stronger, the more you can control your urge to feed, which is also lore friendly, by the way.
from the other provinces. Nothing I'd like to talk about. Farewell.
Have pity on an old war veteran. But the man who honors the Nine may visit the wastelands of Akta for blessings of speed and magic.
Oh, heard any news from the other provinces?
Please go to bed at 10. Please.
Bye.
If you don't go to bed at 10, I'm going to be very, very upset. Yes.
Oh, this is going to be good.
That's not good. That will give me infamy. Let's load back. Can't be seen. If I get caught biting necks, the Imperial Legion may also be alerted to my crime, as well as, yeah, so I should have waited a bit longer for a good opportunity. It's very tricky being a vampire with low level. Sorry guys, I know it's annoying seeing me repeat things, but I should have saved it before I did that. I wasn't really thinking. Okay, blah blah blah, turn off vampiric senses. Now his face has gone default. Default Imperial face. The infamy bug is so bad that not only when you get infamy, sometimes when you load back before you did the crime, you'll still have that infamy. I've even seen it. Hopefully that engine bug fix is fixed. Hopefully that engine bug is fixed with engine bug fixes, but I've yet to really. Hang on, let me see if I've got infamy. I hate this UI, I really do. I don't like the layout for Oblivion UI. Have never gotten used to it. Okay. Results 15. Infamy 0, FAM 0. Okay. Let's go. 8 hours sleep. And I've got to save it. Remember to save it, David. Bit of save scumming is not so bad. I'd rather save scum than load back all the way before I... hard to concentrate. Ah, the sweet sensation of a perfect night. That's what it says.
Whatever you've got, I don't want it. Head to the church before you get me sick.
So cool when they say things like that. Exciting. Oh dear. How to recruit new members? You think? It's gonna be refreshing when the main quest starts and then people start finally talking about the Emperor's death instead. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried. Alright. Be seeing you. MSI has to. What's with the dog? Well, that was strange. Okay, MSI is almost standing there guarding this beggar. How dare he?
A vampire! Away! Everyone, run!
No, go away.
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Orcs.
Whatever you've got, I don't... Fight! Fight! Fight!
Okay, see this mental illness the NPCs have? As you can see, it's quite shit. It makes life harder for me. This is actually quite funny. Fight! 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 It's like I'm obviously drinking his blood and you're just... It's like a... Oh, jeez. Oblivion. Oh, let's see. No infamy good. He's really annoying, this MSI character.
So I've heard.
Not only that, but he's also...
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
That was very close. I just got so sick of being in Bravil, because I've also played this off streaming as well, and it's just bloody annoying. Oh, hey, sweet lady of Waywis.
What is it?
Well met.
Man,
Way
man.
shrines of the Nine in the wilderness confer blessings on the righteous and faithful.
So long.
Take care.
So long. It's funny how you pirates care about those sorts of things. Even you hear marauders and bandits in caves talk about those sorts of stuff too. It's like, that's interesting. Maybe we should turn over a new leaf. It's pretty funny. What blood potency am I? 16, I think. I think I'm 16 blood potency. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more feedings left. Oh dear. 9 bloody feedings. Good thing about binding necks though is that it gets you skill level up, so this will benefit me even more. This is why using these leveling mods are so good, because it doesn't force you to have to play the game in a certain way like the vanilla game does. Okay, 8 hours. Fight! Bloody hell. Oh, this should be good. I could use a drink. I wish there was a beggar that slept in, but there's none. I like to get up and then sit, laying back down. Okay, 8 hours. Doing it this way avoids any kind of bugs that I might not have encountered before as well, because vampire mods are notorious for being very complicated, which they always are. And oh no, oh man, that would happen to me if I was a vampire. Fight! Get ready for fighting. Might as well swim. Way nobody knows that I'm coming. Helping out beggar. Helping out beggar. Bit of parkour.
It seems Somerset Isle has become much more dangerous.
This way, they won't see me. I can roleplay a bit better. Yes, MSI, you feel like going away, like far away. You feel like burying yourself in the ground, actually. You want a nice swim along Lake Rumar, and you don't want to come back forever until I'm finished feeding on this beggar. That's what you want to do. I wish that would happen. Could always go in the Imperial City and find a beggar, but if a guard sees me, I'm dead. At least the guards don't come out here. Just MSI. And he's not part of the Thieves Guild either at the moment, so yeah. At least he's not gonna report me. Fat. Yes, go all the way up there, MSI. Far away. You don't want to stay around here. You don't want to see the beggar sleep. You don't want to see that. You want to just mind your own business and yeah. I really think, I wonder what's going on with that. With that doggy. Oh no, of course he came back. Oh god, move out of the way, MSI. Blood potency 17. Yeah, that dog is onto me. I think it's Masker's Oblivion Overhaul that makes them smart like that. It's like the dog knows why I'm here. And I absolutely can't feed on guards either. Assaulting them instantly triggers the because of the way the crime system works in this game. Oh.
Something I can help you with.
Hieronymus Lex.
Never compromise. Never blink. Never wink at injustice. Never quit trying to make this a better city for everyone. State your business. All right.
Let's get on these good books.
Good. Don't make me... No more. You're... Was that supposed to... That's pretty... You're good. Carry on.
Of course I'm good. I'm a vampire. Very good at coercing. Just make sure. Oh. Make sure my mic is close enough to my mouth. So then you can all hear me. If you can't hear me, then what's the point? As a role-playing perspective, I feel I can't get away with Bravil because I'm basically renting out a place, plus I'm using up money, and yeah, so many full of people, so they'll all see me coming out, in and out, going ethereal. So yeah. I could use a drink. Slip my shoes on. I'm starting to really feel accomplished and secure as a vampire now. I'm starting to get really to the old feel of it. Basically, I have to do this until I reach 25 blood points. Swim. A pesky dog though, unfortunately. Because the way this game works, released the vanilla game, animals can report you for crimes as well, which doesn't make any sense. It's like, why did Bethesda leave that in?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset. Good day.
Good evening.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep.
Ah.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to know. Fine.
And then when it gets to 10, then I save it, and then try my luck. See, the dog always comes. It's so weird. Unless it just wants food. Because it's not attacking me. It's not in a combat mode. And I know that dog can go in combat mode because it's just like any other dog, as far as Oblivion's concerned.
Going for an old beggar. Hi there. Do you want to learn about alteration? Speak with Tovin Arn.
He's getting up in years, but he's still a good alteration teacher.
Devin Aaron.
Safe travel.
Who's Devin Aaron? I can't remember.
Good to see you. What's going on with you?
Blah 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 blah.
Their pincers are sharp, though.
Their pincers are sharp. Pesky dog.
Good evening. Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Nothing I'd like to talk about. Farewell.
Getting tired. Almost there. It's about to go to bed now. Okay, you're sleepy, yes. Off to bed for you. No Amosite to protect you. Heck to the yeah. How many blood points was that again? 17? 18? Oh dear. It's quite relaxing even still, even though this is what I'm doing. Just 'cause this game's like, it's so relaxing. I could use a drink. Forget. I could wait another hour, but I'll become ethereal. That's the only problem. I get uneasy becoming ethereal. Good thing about being a vampire is that you can breathe underwater, which is epic. There's a lot of instances in this game where you have to swim deep underwater. There's a few quests involving it. Not too many, but there's just enough. Including treasure and water. He lost his passion for it since the Levitation Act was passed. If anyone knows Morrowind, they know what that is. It's a shame that they had to make, because I'm glad they chose to do that though, because otherwise the cities would have had to be so much significantly smaller and less people in it and stuff. Would have been just like no different from Morrowind. Oh dear. Gotta think about the bigger side. Sucks being a beggar, having to sleep out in the open and stuff. Vampires can get you. I think this vampire mod also allows you to turn other NPCs into vampires, but I'm not sure. I could be getting confused with the Skyrim vampire mods, because obviously they are more complex than the mods that Oblivion can offer, but only ever so slightly. I mean, when it comes to combat mods, that's where Oblivion, but it's where Skyrim shines. Skyrim shines tremendously from combat mods.
Have you ever spoken with Varnado at the best defense? He's as good as you'll find in the city when it comes to heavy armor. Farewell.
This is risky. Blood potency 19. This is what I gotta do over and over before I can start seeing the sun again. I'm too weak to fight. Because I'm too weak to fight means I just can't go into any dungeons. With maskers, trust me, most dungeons are just impossible to Oop, that was a mistake. Yeah, right, 7. Thinking.
Questions? How goes it? I've been better. Well, that's too bad. Take care. You see, going for an old beggar.
Going for an old beggar. It's not ideal to watch this. It's very boring, but it's the only thing I can do to hurry up and get stronger. And then once you get to third level, of vampirism, then you can start biting people while they're standing up in combat. Even in combat, you can. So yeah, I really want to use that. Oh, so tired. I must get to 25 though before I quit the stream. I want to at least do that. Because I know that it won't be fun watching. You know, I know what it's like to watch a streamer that's doing something repeatedly. That's the thing. When I watch a streamer or a Let's Player, they tend to like to play the game they want, like the way they want, which is basically delving in dungeons all the time. And again, that's I don't like to try and just do that all the time. One, because the mods that I use are very grinding, and two, I know that it's not something you want to see all the time. Unless you do, of course. Some people like to watch it, but the strongest part of Oblivion's aesthetic is its surroundings, its atmosphere. And when you go in a dirty, dank cave, then, well, it's not that amusing.
Spare a coin.
How does the day greet you, friend? They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the open.
MSI's still there. Come on, MSI. Please, I'm going to become ethereal any minute. Any second now. I'm going to become ethereal. Oh, that dog. How many vampire bites? Next days as a vampire, 1. How could it be 1? Oh, I know why. Yes. That's because, well, what I think it is, it's because the way this vampirism works is that when I'm in this form, when I'm well fed, I'm treated as a normal human as far as the game's concerned. So it makes it ideal for the game, so then I don't get, you know, don't get reported easily. I don't know, but I'm glad that vampirism isn't grueling in the sense where you instantly get infamous as a vampire. Five more to go. Oh. Nice music. Gonna storm.
Hotel is a nice place. It's not cheap, though. I can't imagine that there is a finer establishment in the entire city. Yes, I understand the Finder's Guild is hiring new members.
Yes.
Not bad work for some folks. So I've heard. They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
I've heard others say the same.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
We see.
Oh my goodness, I'm falling asleep. It's ridiculous. sneaking, they see me anyway. MSI, you stay there. Ah, he's come back.
Tidings.
Tidings, mister. Very hard to be a vampire and not a criminal at the same time. No, baby. Hell to the yeah. Almost there. Oh, itchy leg. Had to sit up because I was starting to fall asleep. It's getting so boring and relaxing at the same time.
they recruit new members.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Good day.
You may speak.
So, have you bet on any arena matches lately?
Absolutely.
Oh boy. Not very fun, I know, viewers. It's not very fun, but this is what it's all about. To get better and better at playing the game. Being better and better experience. Better, something. It'll get more fun eventually. This stream will eventually get more and more fun to watch. Hopefully. For you guys. I know it will get more fun for me.
Isn't Ida Norman agile? If you want to learn to fall off a building, she is the one to talk to. Bye.
Nope. Weird what the dog, how the dog's behaving. Very weird. It's like it knows. Oh dear, I'm gonna come out ethereal, I just know it. Come on, Memasai, move out of the way. Fate. Yes.
Hi there.
What's new with you?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isles.
It seems Somerset.
So long.
Good day.
Hello. Good day. Over and done with, so then I won't repeat this. I just have this urge to become the next level of vampirism, so then I've got a few more hours more to spare before I get hungry again. I think when you on the second level of vampirism, you've got 12 hours to go without feeding, and this one is 8, so it's not sufficient. not enough time to spend before squishy goose. Let's see.
How do you do? Have you eaten at the feedback recently?
What is it
I
now?
tried not to eat there. At least since the last time. Good night. You too.
Yes. What's going on with you?
I ran across a couple of blood crabs not long ago. Annoying creatures.
Horrid beasts. I hate them.
Farewell.
Good evening. I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
I hear you.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards led a boycott of Imperial goods. The land will
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Fine.
So what's this about?
So, have you been on a trip in the past?
Let's just see you guess.
Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
I've heard others say the same.
What's the news from the other parts of
there, guys. Nearly there. And I'm not going to just abruptly stop the stream just because I've reached the level. Decided I'll have a little surprise for you guys. For waiting through all this ridiculous, repetitive, bloody boring life as a vampire fledgling. Not boring, but oh well it is, because you're just doing the same things. You got to get this over with. So annoying. A little surprise for you guys. Just a little one. Oh no, I won't. I can't help myself, gotta ruin the surprise. No. Savey.
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altman.
It seems Somerset Island's become a much more dangerous place.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
There. Nearly there. Next bit in 23, so we're potency 23. 2 more feedings to go.
They're always looking for recruits.
So I've heard.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isles.
It seems Somerset Isles become a much more dangerous place.
Farewell.
baby. And Messiah, you don't want to stay around here. That's the thing, he could stay around here if he wanted to. Like what he's doing right now. Yes. Is it darker than usual? One more feed, guys, and then it's all over. Well, not all over, but, you know, not completely over forever. One more feed, and then it's all done. Thirsty for a drink, sit up to just make sure no bugs trigger. And then another 8 hours. Almost there.
If you're looking for books, First Edition is the only place in the city to find them. It's a fine place, but I miss the personal attention I got at the smaller bookstores.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Safe travels. Take care.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Really trying to push out a fart.
The Overhaul have power to raise.
It's a ridiculous animation position. One more feed. Wait, did I save it? Yeah, I did.
How does the day greet you, friend?
How does it even do, friend?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altman.
It seems Somerset Row has become a much more dangerous place.
Take care.
One more feed. Might even wait a bit longer just so like I'll become ethereal, but
Blackwood isn't so bad.
oh, maybe not.
Fine.
Might trigger
And
a
being
bug.
lost all the time. And the zombies and the willow-wisps.
I've heard others say the same.
Understand the fight is both tiring and members.
I hear you.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
How goes it?
Good day.
Oh, MSI.
I understand David.
Come on, I know you've been hanging around there a lot. He's probably getting suspicious. Getting suspicious and wants to see what's going on because the dog's been acting all strange this past few weeks. The dog hasn't been acting normal. Keeps barking all the time. So I think MSI is sticking around. Well, that's a bit of a problem for you, MSI, not me. Nah, it's not a problem for him, he's essential. And he's part of the quest, so I can't... I'll break a whole quest without him. No, I'm not gonna risk it. Come on, MSI. Go away. Would have been able to make it. Oh shit. Yes. Great.
How goes it?
Been better. How about it?
I've been better.
Leave me alone.
Every man and his dog is coming down here. F off. Can't you see I'm a vampire in need for sustenance? As the blood revitalizes your body, it leaves a tightening sensation, tingling sensation. It seems that rather than constantly trying to defeat the vampiric curse, your body has begun to accept it. The budding symbiosis allows you to strengthen your body beyond the natural limits, while at the same time you need less blood to stay alive. You are now a catif vampire, a slash above the mortals and the new-born fanglings. Excellent. You born fanglings. Alright, let's go see our cousins. Vampire. I don't know how to pronounce that. As if it says on my thing. It just says, oh yeah, Catif Vampire. Can't wait for the next rank.
You have my ear, citizen.
Have my ear, citizen. Don't forget your ear, citizen. Or I'll have your ear, citizen.
He has some unique skills.
He can teach you how to steal the
there.
boot right off a lich.
So I've heard.
Farewell.
Marana Rian, I'm very fond of nice things. How fortunate that I can afford them. Greetings.
What is it now?
There's something strange about Ida Limon. I heard she's climbing up the chapel just...
Trying to find a drain. Tell me there's no drainage. It must be inside the arena. Any drainage? Can't see anything. No. It's in the arena, so I'm not gonna blow my cover. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. As soon as I said that to myself, I realized what I was doing. Ah. It's an easy lock too. Open very easy lock. Ain't that scrumptious. I need to buy a lockpick. Parchment. Shit.
It's you. Hi. How are you today?
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
So all he sells is a few poisons and lockpicks. And skooma, okay. Okay, how many lockpicks do we want? We need enough. I'm not lousy at jam, right? He doesn't like me much either. No point haggling. Let's pick 10.
You drive a hard bargain. Another satisfied customer. Come see me anytime, friend. I'm here day or night.
Shady Sam. So, candles. I think they light it up so that they can see what's going on at night.
Speak.
Oh, hello.
All right, listen. Fighters Guild is recruiting. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
Good to know. Talendale loves a nice place to visit before.
Tarantula. Yeah, they're all not hostile towards me because I'm a vampire. That's what this mod is really good at doing, is making me really feel like one. This is definitely for low-level vampires. Good poochies. Cheap one. Oh great, another Katif. Coming to us for help, right? Then stay indoors. Use your hypnotizing for all it's worth, and remember to feed your cat. Figures you'd be begging for a flask of the juice. Well, I've got a spare one right here, 150 septums. Alright, here's your fix. Now, don't bother me again. This is so cool. Let's see. Save. Wait, what? There's a label on it? Oh, it's in a wine bottle. Oh, Oh, baby. We'll save that for a rainy day. 150 septums. Whoa. Definitely can't live on human blood bottles. That's cheap wine, but it could be anything. This mod is supposed to allow you to sleep in a coffin. It doesn't. When you're sneaking. Unlock. Unlocky lock. Oh. Forgot what I was looking for. Some of that gold back. So cool. I feel bad. Where my soul gems would be here. Crumpled up piece of paper. And a bone for the dogs, I guess. Some market sewers. There's more. Oh, here we go. When the big bright one dips beyond below the horizon, I'm happy, and it's not just the fact that I can now walk outside without burning to death. It's more like I've been cured of the horrible nightmare. I usually sleep during the daytime, but the few times I stay awake, I'm just not myself. I wonder if any mortals feel that way. I'm sure you do, but I'm kind of busy right now, so you'll have to find it out on your own, okay? Okay, busy. What about her? You again? What is it this time? Yeah, it's so cool how they have to warm up to you. I saw some mud crabs yesterday. Awful creatures. Gotcha. You'd think the mortals would have found some other conversation topics by now, eh? But no. Let's all go on on about the crabs. Actually, they taste pretty good if you spit roast them with just a titch of herbs. I think it's been a while since I've eaten anything but the red juice. That was cool. Awesome. I think this is the arena. Oh no. Well, on that note, guys, I hope this was entertaining, especially towards the end. That was some real grueling grinding. Well, not grinding, but it was more very. Oh, what's that word? Yeah, that word. Tedious. Just very tedious. But now that that's over, we don't have to do that anymore. Let's see what powers we've got up to. I forgot to check. Got Blood Rush. Fortify strength. Anyway guys, I got saved it, yep. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for part... Oh, what part was this again? Part 4, yeah. This is part 3, but next time, part 4. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I'll see you later.